Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up with Witcher. I'm AJ with 865 Candle Company. We are this morning's sponsor. More about our business in just a moment, but first, here's Mike.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
And we made it to Monday. Happy Monday. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. And we are at it again here today. Hey, did you enjoy the weekend? What a beautiful weekend it was. Man, I tell you what, it was so nice to get outside. Yesterday, I did a little bit of pickleballing. Had a little tournament yesterday. Maybe I should practice what I preach every once in a while. Yeah, you're going to need the sunscreen when you're out and about. Might be a little bit on the red side here this morning, but not too bad. Not too bad. We did fairly well. All right. Anyways, we sure hope you had a great weekend. We'll talk with you coming up here in just a moment. But good morning to Kimberly and Mel and Chris. We've got Teresa and Joy and and Tammy and Jody on here this morning. So good morning, everybody. I sure hope you had a great weekend. Here's your temperatures on Sunday. We made it to 82 degrees. How nice is that? 74 in Crossville, 82 in Chattanooga, and 83 in the Tri-Cities area. So above average weather. We stayed rain-free. It was a gorgeous, sunny day. And speaking of gorgeous, we got some nice views out there this morning. You probably saw that as the show started. Clingman's Dome, a little socked in here this morning, but Purchase Knob. Ooh, look at that sunrise. Have you ever been up on top of a mountaintop and taken a look at sunrises? They are amazing. Max Patch actually has a great view of the sunrise and sunset every single day. Well, at least if it's clear, obviously. All right, this live look there from Look Rock here this morning. Current temperature in the mountains is 60 degrees, so a nice mild start. A little bit chillier up at Newfound Gap at 49 degrees and not necessarily the best of views of the sunrise here this morning, but definitely a good view, no doubt. All right, so we have clear skies across the area, and that's going to translate into abundant sunshine throughout the day today. We'll talk about the big picture and, of course, the severe weather that's been plaguing across much of the Great Plains for the last several days and continues because we're in a block pattern, basically, where frontal boundaries are starting to move their way on into our area, but not necessarily pushing all the way through. And so, therefore, we just don't see the same effects that they're seeing across the Great Plains. By the way, this morning's temperatures are trending about where we were yesterday. Some folks are a little bit warmer, some a little bit cooler, but generally speaking, we're in the 50s and 60s, so it feels great. The studio is actually kind of warm. I had the door open this morning because it's just kind of warm in here. All right, so we don't have the clouds here locally. We do have them over into North Carolina, those lower clouds, but fog's not really a major player. You may run into a little bit of fog. Hawkins, Hancock County, maybe parts of Claiborne County, Tri-Cities area up towards Unicoi County, but it shouldn't slow anybody down here this morning. Of course, we'll check in on those TDOT cameras in just a moment. So your weather headlines for the day today, mostly sunny, breezy, and warm. Tonight, we're going to be mostly cloudy. There is a chance for rain through sunrise tomorrow morning. I'll walk you through the future cast coming up in just a moment. And then Tuesday, the cold front approaches, but not necessarily pushing all the way through the area, and so that is going to bring us rounds of showers and some thunderstorms, so a little bit more unsettled on Tuesday with more seasonable temperatures. And then those temperatures really soar out ahead of a next cold front that's going to be swinging its way into our area on Friday. We'll talk more about that coming up here in your full forecast in just a moment. But we are going to take a break and give a big shout out to 865 Candles this morning. Tori and AJ, the owners of 865 Candle, they're located on Chapman Highway in South Knoxville. Now, they're opened their storefront actually September 2nd of last year. So they have not been open that long, but it is an amazing store, as you can clearly see. They offer a wide range of products from candles to spray room sprays, incense cones, along with various vendors like Wild Tree Lane, Tree Lovers Jewelry, and Play Lady. So many other vendors there. They're adding a few more vendors towards the end of the month, so those are going in here very soon, if not already. And their goal is to provide you with a unique one-stop shopping experience for all your gifting needs. They're not just candles, even though they're called 865 Candles. They have classes, painting classes, art classes, stained glass classes, so much more to do there. They offer private label and white label candles and offer wholesale options. So feel free to reach out to them. Follow them on Instagram or Facebook. And if you mention my name, mention Witcher15, you'll get a 15% discount with 865 Candle or Wild Lane products, I should say. So check them out. 865 Candles is this morning's sponsor, and they have an amazing shop. All right, back to the forecast. Let's talk about the day ahead of us today. It is going to be a little bit on the breezier side like it was yesterday, okay? Not too terribly windy, but breezy. You'll notice that the wind's increasing, but it's still going to be warm. Temperatures in the mid-70s by noon. Low 80s later on this afternoon. So, yeah, another warm, sunny day around town. Enjoy it. It's going to be a great day to be outside. Or, if you can't because you have to work, maybe take a nice little after dinner walk. It's going to be perfect. Maybe a couple of... we're not looking... This is for Tuesday. I don't know why that says Tuesday. We're not going to see any showers and thunderstorms today. That is actually for today. Let's change that real quick because the weather is going to be fantastic, right? See? Like that. We're actually going to be nice and quiet. We're going to be in the low 80s by 6, 77 by 8, and low 70s by 10 o'clock here tonight. So a nice evening ahead of us for sure for a nice little walk. And enjoy it because tomorrow night we may not be able to do that. And here's why. We've got showers and thunderstorms that are going to be heading our way overnight tonight. So we are going to see the rain settle on in as we get closer to sunrise tomorrow morning. So it is going to be, could be a rather soggy start to our morning commute tomorrow. But I don't necessarily think for everybody. It's just going to be spotty in nature. So we got little waves of energy moving its way on through. We may get a little break by noonish or so, before a little bit more activity kind of fires back up as we head through the afternoon hours. We are going to stay partly to mostly cloudy. We do have the chance for rain tomorrow, and because of all that, temperatures will come down just a bit as well. But rainfall totals, I would say, in generally speaking, about a half an inch to a 3/4 of an inch of rain for some of us. I don't necessarily know that we'll all get that, but don't worry about it, because if you've planted your garden and you need some rain, well, we may be trending a little bit on the wetter side for the first maybe 2 weeks of May. And I'll show you that here in a moment as well. All right, so your forecast for your Tuesday, we're going to shave off a few degrees. We're going to be a little bit cooler. We'll go highs in the low to mid 70s, but that's pretty average for this time of year. Average highs are in the mid 70s, but that's due to the clouds and the rain that we're going to have in place. Then the sunshine returns. Cold front approaches for our Friday, and that's going to help to boost our temperatures. Look at Thursday's temps. We're going to be in the upper 80s. It's going to be a warm one for sure. So rainfalls, amounts or chances, I should say, for this week. Tuesday, Friday, probably dwindling. Saturday and Sunday, I think that's a little bit elevated. Rain chances, I'll tailor those accordingly here. But we'll be watching that as we wrap up the week. So let's take it day by day when we're talking precipitation. So this is the forecast from today, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning today through 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And you can see where the majority of the rain is going to be. So if you have travel plans over to Middle Tennessee, Kentucky, Southern Illinois, you're going to run into some rain showers before it actually makes its way here. Rain showers will be with us Tuesday into Wednesday, but fade away throughout the evening hours on Tuesday. Wednesday into Thursday, we're going to be on the dry side. So a nice little ridge of high pressure is going to dominate the southeastern U.S. Then here comes our next cold front. And that next cold front is going to produce the possibility of severe weather across the Great Plains again. Then it swings its way into the southeastern U.S. That brings us some scattered showers. It doesn't look like it's going to be a huge rainmaker, but we'll keep an eye on that for sure. And then as we get into the weekend, I don't think we'll have a ton of activity so far. We may have more cloud coverage than anything else right now. But there are some signs that maybe a few scattered showers over the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, generally speaking, I think about a half an inch to an inch of rainfall through the week. Heaviest rain is going to be to our west, and I think a majority of that's probably going to be throughout the day tomorrow. But look at these temps. So we'll take a little dip in those temps tomorrow, back into the mid 70s. That's average, like I said. But then we're going to soar back to the 80s. Look at Thursday. Do we push close to 90 on Thursday? Only time will tell, my friend. That's going to be the sign of that warm push of air out ahead of the cold front that's going to be swinging its way in on Friday. That, yesterday, if you joined the broadcast or checked in on the forecast, looked like Sunday maybe trending a little bit on the cooler side. May not be the case right now. So we'll see how these temperatures are. One couple model runs are like, take a nosedive in those temperatures, but we're going to be moderating pretty nicely. We're going to be above average for the next 7 days for the most part. And low temperatures well above average. I mean, these comfortable morning lows are going to be great. We're going to be in the 50s and 60s. Our average low is 52. And we may continue this trend all the way through the first maybe week to 2 weeks of May. Can you believe, tomorrow's the last day of April? May is right around the corner. Whew, this year's flying by. By the way, May 5th through May 9th may not just also be above average temperature-wise, but maybe above average precipitation-wise, at least across the deep south. So does some of that moisture creep into our area? It's possible. Then May 7th through the 13th, we also could be trending above average when it comes to temperatures and maybe above average precipitation as well. So as the weather continues to change, if you're new to the broadcast, welcome, good morning. Make sure you have the East Tennessee Weather app. Just go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. So anyways, let's say good morning to everyone. See how everybody's doing this morning. How was the weekend? Did you have do anything fun? What did we do fun? Well, we had the Zufari on Saturday night. That's what we did. That was so much fun, and it was much better. Like over the years, last couple of years I emceed it, or I've emceed it a couple times, anyways. And sometimes when you hold big events and stuff like that, it's a tough thing to do to get the audio right, to get the visuals right, to get the food right, the decorations right. And Zufari does it right every single year. But they've improved it this year because the stage was in the middle and the sound system was a little bit better, so you weren't being blasted in your ears from speakers. But it was awesome. We raised a ton of great money for the Knoxville Zoo, which is an amazing zoo right here in our backyard. So the theme was Birds of the Feather. If you didn't see the photo, go to social media, go to Mike Witcher TV on Facebook. I posted it there. But some pink pants, a bright blue shirt, and a green bow tie. Can't go wrong with that, my friends. So good morning. All right. Let's see what you all are doing this morning. Are these temperatures a little bit on the warmer side? Saunders says Roku keeps freezing up. Yeah, here's the deal. Apparently I lost internet connection last night, which I have backup internet. So it was a fumble to even get on the air this morning, just an FYI. So I will reattach it. I got to go reattach it to YouTube because when YouTube gets shut down for a little bit, it stops. And so YouTube's not working this morning. Roku's not going to work. Amazon Fire's not going to work. And my app and website are not going to work right now. Didn't have time to get those launched before the show started. So anyways, we'll get those back up and running here in just a short while. But thank you, Sandra, for letting me know that. One of the sponsors this morning, 865 Candle in Wild Tree Lane. Good morning, she says. Good morning. Cool stuff right there. So see that sign right there? See that little orange? Hold on. So we talked about, just for a moment, we talked about 865 Candle, but this is also a sign from Wild Tree Lane that you can get over at 865 Candle in South Knoxville. So again, if you say Witcher 15, you get 15% discount on that. This thing is the coolest thing in the world. I love this little prop in the background. And of course, we've got the lemon candle burning again this morning. Lemon Lush. It smells so good. Slow, they're like good, solid, slow burning candles. I think AJ said you get like 70 hours out of these candles. But good morning, Michelle and AJ. I haven't seen AJ on here yet this morning, but good morning, everyone. Or those two ladies, anyways. Good morning, Nathan. Nathan's joining us this morning. How was the weekend, bud? I saw Nathan this weekend, actually. Came and saw the studio for the first time. We're friends. And his son, Townsend, is like the coolest little kid. And so because my kids are getting older, they outgrow their clothes. So what do? We donate them to our friends, like Nathan over here. So hopefully Townsend can fit in those, whether it be now or a little bit later, Nathan. And say good morning to Regina if she's not headed off to work yet. And Townsend, of course. Say hi to Townsend for me. It's good seeing that little man. I don't know. Ask AJ. AJ, use that 15% discount, get you beer too? That's coming from Buck. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, man. So we've got Sharon joining us from Kentucky Mountains. She says, good morning. It's a beautiful, breezy Sunday. Oh, it was on Sunday anyways. It's going to be a great day. Happy, safe driving, everybody. Hey, guys, Brian McDaniel. Here we go, buddy. Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. You are welcome. He says, good morning. Glad you're back online, letting us know what the weather's going to be every single day. Brian, I've been doing this since October, so glad you could join the broadcast. And hopefully you have the East Tennessee Weather app. Do you have the East Tennessee Weather app, Brian? If not, go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube, website, easttnweather.com. Lots of cool stuff going on. We got Witcher's Weather Watchers. So, Brian, if you are a storm spotter with the National Weather Service or you're a weather nut and you want to become part of the Witcher's Weather Watchers, you can do so easily. Just email me, mike@eastnweather.com. Send me your certificate from the Skywarn Storm Spotter program with the National Weather Service, and you can become part of the Witcher's Weather Watchers, where during severe weather events, thank goodness we haven't had any, a whole lot this year, but during severe weather events, you can chime into the broadcast. So hit me up, mike@eastnweather.com, if you're interested, Brian, in doing something like that. There's a lot of weather nuts out there. We've got about 15, I think, what are we up to? About 15, 12 to 15 Witcher's Weather Watchers. Haven't needed to use them yet. So hopefully we don't have to. Nobody wants severe weather. That's for sure. So Buck says, will the rain be gone by Wednesday morning? I need new front tires. By Wednesday morning, it should be. It should be. Yeah, I think it's going to be like fading Tuesday night. It's just a little wave. So Wednesday morning should be dry, Buck. But good question. Oh, yeah, Felicia says the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival is going on this weekend and Saturday in Townsend. No rain. I don't think we are. We'll see what this system does. It may stall out, and that would be the only reason why, but I also think that would probably bring a little bit more rain down to our south, like Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina. So we'll see, but I don't anticipate a whole lot right now. So Sandra's going to be traveling to Franklin on Wednesday. The weather's going to be fantastic. Should be just fine. I'm assuming Franklin, like Middle Tennessee. I'm assuming that's what it is. Oh, yeah. Jay, you were at the Dogwood Arts Festival, AJ. So AJ, 865 Candles. AJ, everybody, 865 Candles and AJ. She said it was amazing. So many people in music. We were going to try to get out there on Saturday before we went off to our event on Saturday evening to the zoo. Just couldn't get there. Just couldn't. I wanted to. But all those festivals are so much fun. I did do the Rossini Festival, so at least I did that. But I do like the Dogwoods Arts Festival. It's always a good one. It is for sure. All right, should we take a look at those T-Dot cameras here this morning? Do I have the T-Dot cameras here this morning? I do. Don't worry about that. All right, so look at this. This is a nice Monday. No major issues on the roadways here this morning. See what it looks like at 40 and Paper Mill. Look at this. Traffic is light. What's going on today? It's like 7:17. Oh, it's because it's 7:17. Wait till 7:45 and the traffic and volume is going to start to pick up big time, isn't it? Let's talk about those holidays here this morning. Any good holidays out there this morning? Let's see. National. Oh, we need the music. Sorry, my bad, folks. There we go. We needed the music. Oh, looks like spaghetti's on there. Let's see what it is. Let's see what the national holiday of the day is. Oh, National Shrimp Scampi Day. Totally down for that. Love me some shrimp scampi. And actually, I was telling the wife, I was like, we're going to do spaghetti one night this week. Maybe I'll go get some shrimp and do shrimp scampi instead of like the good old traditional spaghetti with meatballs. National Zipper Day. National Zipper Day. That's a cool one. Zippers are important, aren't they? And I don't know about you. I'm just going to throw this out there. But if I ever see anybody with their zipper down, I'll probably be the first one to tell them. While they may be embarrassed for just a moment of time that I told them that their zipper was down, listen, I'd rather somebody come tell me that my zipper's down before it's down all day long and everybody sees everything. Thank goodness for zippers, but sometimes it can create a snafu, can't it? National Peace Rose Day. All right. Never heard such a thing. Never heard of Peace Rose. That's it. Just a couple of holidays this morning. All right. All right, then. Oh, great, Kat. Kat's a realtor here in town. She says yesterday was open house day for you. I love those days. Get to meet lots of great people. I actually looked at getting into real estate for quite a long time, Kat, and decided not to. Don't really know why. Well, probably because my wife's like, I don't think you'll like it. It won't fit your lifestyle. My lifestyle's like, I want to hang out with my friends, and all of a sudden, if I'm hanging out with my friends and I get a call and have to put together a contract or go show a house, I'm like, oh, what? I got to go do this now? But it can be worth it, right? It can be worth it. Funny story. So we moved into this house 3 years ago, where we currently are. The house across the street is going up for sale. There's I think she's 95 maybe, woman that used to be a track coach here in town and all this other stuff. Anyways, she's moving out. They're selling her house. And so my wife has loved her house from afar, from across the street. And so we decided they're selling it. They invited us over yesterday to go look at it and stuff like that. It would be great. A little bit more separation with the kids and us because it has a little bit more room. But it's always funny. We actually had a friend that actually moved across the street. They said it was the best decision they've ever made. Just moved from one house to the next across the street. I don't think we're going to do that, but it'd be kind of funny, right? Sandra, text your phone number to Kimberly. She doesn't have it. In case you're not reading everything on the chat. You're on Roku right now? Sandra says she's on Roku right now. Okay. Well, YouTube's not working, so therefore my website and my app aren't working. Roku, I guess, is working. Let's see if that is true. I don't know. I do have a Roku in here, but I can't change it right now. Buck says, sounds very frou-frou. Frou-frou Lush candles. Well, Buck, just so you know, it may be a little frou-frou, but I like it. Listen, lemon is my favorite smell in the entire world. There's nothing better than like a good solid lemon fresh scent. I love anything lemon candy, like lemon drops. Oh, so good. They'll destroy your mouth, but they're so good. There you go, Buck. That one's for you from AJ, 865 Candles. I wish we gave free beer. I want to hang out with you, AJ, by the way. My wife and I, when we left you last week or whatever it was, a couple weeks ago, we were like, we want to hang out with her. She's fun. And didn't you say you had a pool? Yeah, we'll come over and hang out and have some brewskis with you. Oh, so now you all have a group message, Mel. I see. I like it. I like it a lot. Created a good old solid group of ladies right here from the broadcast. It's amazing. Tom's waiting too, AJ. Just so you know. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a lot of us, Tammy. I think that's a lot of us for sure. I don't like the heat as much as I used to, but I still would prefer the heat over the cold. But I'm a big skier. I just don't like the cold unless I'm going to be like doing some skiing or something like that. It just doesn't seem very fun to me. Nice, Mel. Yes, this is true, Buck, but not right now. It's not. Not right now. Ooh, I agree with you, Mel. I love me some shrimp. I do love spaghetti too. Spaghetti and sandwiches used to be like my favorite dishes in the world. I have actually opened up my palate a lot more back since then, but those are some good solids for sure. Let's see. Shrimp. Come on, Chris. Shrimp's amazing. You're welcome, Kat. I think. Well, I was going to tie into that story with the whole realtor thing. I wanted to do it because I love people. I love to be out and about. I love to travel. That's why I liked being a photographer for the news because I wasn't stuck in the building. My goal in life, like one of my promises I've made to myself in life, was I never wanted a desk job. Guess what I have? A desk job. Cheers. It's water. It's water. Didn't have time for coffee this morning. I woke up late. I mean, not really. I did, but I didn't. But the nice thing is I didn't have to race 30 minutes down the interstate to a live broadcast. Like, I still made it to my live broadcast. Just didn't get the other channel up to date. And again, I don't know why I lost internet last night. So I'm not, and I have a backup internet. So I don't know why this didn't work. But a little frustrating this morning. But that's okay. Mel's on Roku, so I guess Roku is working. I appreciate that, Kat. I do appreciate that a lot. Oh, well, there we go. Well, yes, you're on YouTube because I've started a new YouTube stream. So I guess YouTube is there. Just the traditional standard 24-hour channel that goes on my website and the app is not currently working. But yes, you're right. You're right. I forgot I created a different stream for Wake Up with Witcher on YouTube, because otherwise you wouldn't get the notification that I'm broadcasting live if you're a YouTube subscriber or follower, because the 24-hour channel continues to run in the background. So there's 2 YouTube lives going on simultaneously when the other YouTube live is going, like the 24-hour channel. So anyways, but good to know. Yes, good to know. And Chris is on YouTube too, so I should have seen that. I see your logos right here in the bottom left, so I see that. I should have. Listen. It's a Monday, my friends. It's a Monday. It's 7:26, by the way. Amazon Fire keeps freezing up. All right, I'll reach out to the app guy. He's been working on a bunch of stuff in the background for the app because he's trying to make it a little bit more robust. Where we can add multiple streams to the app. We can add like live cameras and this, that, and the other. So he's trying to make it a little bit more robust right now. And there are talks of making the Roku and Amazon Fire and YouTube and not YouTube, but Apple TV and whatnot, Roku, I should say, way more of a robust app on the TVs. That's the goal down the road. And I think I'm going to partner up with a few people to see if we can't make that work. Not like coming tomorrow, because these things take a very, very long time. It takes like 6 months or more to create an app. Isn't that crazy? It takes a long time. Good morning, Brian. Yeah, there we go. That sounds good, Mel. I do like that. Dude, the Salisbury meatball on subs with provolone open-faced bake. No coffee yet, Mel. No coffee yet. I didn't have time to sit there and do my pour over. That takes like 4 or 5 minutes. So water will suffice for now, I suppose. But do you like my glass? These are some of my favorite glasses. These are the canned glasses, like beer can glasses. I don't know what it is about them, but I just like them. I like the lip of them. I like the feel of them. So we have a bunch of those in the house. Well, thank you, Kimberly. Appreciate ya. True. Cody, you're probably right. I should have some cold canned coffee ready to go or something like that. But I suppose I could wait. Wait till after the broadcast. I'll go get some coffee. I'll come back and finish working up for the day. What's up, Jorge? Yeah. Well, you have Xfinity. I don't. I have Spectrum. I feel like you can, but maybe they're on the same pole and there was an accident or something like that and knocked down all the internet. Well, did you guys have another dinner? Or are you just talking about a dinner from the lunch that you had? Look at you all planning all dates and stuff with each other. Kimberly, I'm sorry, but I had to. I had to have something like, I need something in my mouth to get the day going. Ooh, what's an Italian sausage torpedo? I probably know what it is, but explain what that is, Lee. We used to do, growing up, Italian sausage sandwiches, which is probably what you're talking about, maybe. But we'll take a big old thing of Italian sausage, flatten it out, make a big old, and put it on a hoagie roll, and then put onions and peppers on top of that with provolone cheese and some spaghetti sauce. Man, you're all making me hungry this morning. Well, I suppose so, but I don't like instant coffee. Although they do make some good instant coffee. They do, actually. Just not like the cheap kind, right? All right, Kimberly, I'll be there. Hopefully. Unless it's like a Tuesday afternoon at like 2:30 in the afternoon. I actually do not like ice, Tammy. I don't like ice. I'm not a big ice goer. Even if I get a soda at the gas station or with dinner, I'll do it without with no ice. I don't know why. I feel like sometimes ice takes on a different flavor. Like especially when the ice starts melting, and maybe that's just because you got to clean your ice machines every once in a while. I don't know. But I feel like it takes on a little bit of a different flavor. I'm waiting, Kimberly. Little bit too far. You don't even know where I live. Chris. Yeah, Tanner, I've got I actually have a T-Mobile 5G home internet backup. And so I'll have to go onto my network and see if that actually picked up, because apparently it did not. And I don't know why. Ice water is no bueno. It's just going to make your glass sweat more in the summertime. The more ice you add, the colder it gets. Let's see. Mail for the kids. Use the sub bread. Split open pizza sauce. Mozzarella pepperonis. Bake for a quick meal. I know where you live. You used to live in Carnes. I did not ever lived in Carnes, actually, Mel. So do you know where I live? I'm thirsty this morning, but it's cold. It's refreshing. And I never lived in Carnes. I lived off of Western Avenue. I was close to Carnes. Close. Like right off of Western, like near Shad Road kind of area. My very first house I ever bought was right here off of Western Avenue, like an 860 square foot house. Had blue carpet. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, kitchen, and a family room. Had an above ground pool in the back, and I actually did live on like about almost 3/4 of an acre over there off of Western Avenue. But I renovated that entire house. We tore down walls. We opened up the kitchen to the family room. I tore out carpet. I laid the floor. I painted it all. Redid the bathroom. Laid hardwood floors through the whole entire room. Added a big old giant pantry to it. Added a little bar. So people could sit down, and yeah, bought it for $90,000 back in 2006. I looked it up the other day. You know what the house is worth now? Like $280,000. Too bad we sold it. When we moved to Colorado, we actually sold it. Oh well. Wish I would have kept it. Kat probably understands that. Wish I would have kept it for a little bit of mailbox money. I carve out the roll and put Italian sausage link in it. Oh, nice. I cook the onions, peppers in my sauce. Oh, that sounds good. Ooh, then you top it with mozzarella cheese and bake it. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Can we talk like breakfast or something here? We're talking like dinner. I'm starving. Although the other day, my kids they will do like cereal for dinner, right? They'll do breakfast for dinner. But anytime I've ever offered my kids dinner for breakfast and be like, why don't you just eat what we had last night for breakfast? And my kids look at me like I've got a third eye. They're like, why would I eat dinner for breakfast? Well, because you ate breakfast for dinner. I know, but I can't do dinner for breakfast. That's weird. Is it though? Just food. I do. I do. I do not live in Hardin Valley either. The Mel's on the guessing game this morning. What are we talking about, Kat? Crap. What are we talking about? Are we talking about houses? What? You and I need to crash the next one. I don't know what you're talking about. Yep, I'm right there with you. It's crazy. Isn't the housing market, it's just insane. I could kick myself too. Actually, I kicked myself for that sale of that house too, because I think we only made like, I don't know, maybe $5,000 to upwards of $7,000, which is, when you sell it for $100,000, you bought it for 90, whatever it may be. Good little profit. I mean, you're not going to make a ton of profit on that house, but had I known where we are today, the house would be nearly paid off, and it would be serious, like what? I don't know what you could rent that for. Maybe a couple grand a month, maybe $1,500 a month. That's like serious mailbox money right there. There we go. Perfect, Kimberly. No matter what, I will be with you guys no matter where you go. Good morning, Betty. Yes. Let's do it. There's Mel, finally. Wait a second. Eggs and bacon with cheese, mayo on sandwich bread or tortilla, and microwave the tortilla on toast, or just put it on the go. Okay, well, yeah, eggs and bacon on bread is pretty good. Although we've been watching these documentaries the last few days, they're not going to make you want to eat much. Talking about gut health and the food waste and all this stuff. And I'm like, geez, we have it pretty fortunate. Then I was playing pickleball last night, and I just looked around. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was looking around and going, we're very fortunate to live in the time that we live in. And he's like, well, what do you mean? I said, look around. What are people are doing? They're enjoying themselves. They're hanging out at a brewery. We're playing pickleball. They're having a beer. They're talking. We're on our cell phones. They're taking pictures. Kids are running around. People are smiling. That's cool. He goes, great. Yeah. What are you talking about? I said, could you imagine living not just in the 1800s, but like the 1500s, 1300s, 1200s? Could you imagine living in those times? Like I think of like the medieval times, like moats and castles and body armor and swords and stuff like that. Like what were the kids doing? They weren't out there playing pickleball, having a nice beverage on a nice sunny 80-degree day, were they? They were like fighting for their lives every day. We were very fortunate, I think, to grow up when we were growing up, to be alive in this time frame. Yeah, we may complain about certain things that are going on in our world, for sure. I think that's human nature, but hey, I'm good with living where we are now versus where they were then. I don't know about you. Yeah, do that. Let's get I actually do have a big giant cardboard head, by the way. Actually, I think I've thrown it away now. I traveled with it for like, let's see, I got that in like 2007 maybe. I've literally kept it everywhere I go. It's this giant cardboard head. But I think it finally got ruined. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it's up in the shed. I actually think it's in the shed still. You need a giant head of Witcher. Well, there you go, Tom. Now you're talking. I love me some hash browns, scrambled eggs, sausage, and grits. Solid breakfast right there, my friend. I'm coming over. You're not far from me. Coming over. Well, you guys are all awesome this morning. Pretty chatty this morning. Yeah. You see, this is why you don't watch documentaries, Kimberly. Once you start watching these things, you're like, maybe I don't want to eat that. Like you visit like restaurants. Cody, you think you would have wanted to live through the Viking days? Fight, drink, and eat. Maybe so. I'm not much of a fighter myself, you could probably tell. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I told you I've punched only one person in my life, and I've actually been in one fight, but the guy like tried to hit me in my back, and I laughed at him, and then the teachers broke it up. The guy was like 18 feet taller than me, and instead of hitting me in the face, he like reached around and like hit me in the back, and I literally laughed at him, and the teachers came and broke it up. I was like, I'm not a fighter. I'm gonna run away. I'm fast. They used to call me Michael Motorcycle right? I'm fast. I used to be the fastest on the baseball team, fastest on the soccer team, and I'll be the first to run away from everybody during a fight. Well, we're not always chatty. But Kat, I did message you. Did you get my message? I did message you about advertising. I'll message you again today. I don't know if you got that, but I know you reached out to me and I told you what I was doing. And I told you I was going to be... Anyways, reach back out. Mike at easttandweather.com or advertise at easttandweather.com. That way it goes into my advertise folder. Oh, yeah. I don't need a lot of McDonald's, although their French fries are hands down the best French fries of all fast food. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do a Big Mac. I do love me a Big Mac. But the dude ate McDonald's every day, 7 days a week for like a year. I mean, you do. It's like everything in moderation, right? Go ahead and eat that hamburger and French fries. But, do other stuff to be healthier. You got to do it in moderation. I suppose so. Okay. I will message you, or you can send me a message, Kat. Advertise at easttandweather.com. Oh, there we go, Tom. Or Chris. Chris, that's what I'm talking about. Grew up with farm eggs, so bacon, eggs, sausage, pancakes, adult Bloody Marys. Got to have your veggies. Got to get that V8 in there, right? Your veggies with your Bloody Mary. I think Pals, Keith, aren't Pals like the shoestring? I do like shoestring. And I do like seasoned fries. I like curly fries. And I actually do like onion rings. Love me some onion rings. Will I do them every time? No. But Pals, I've done Pals one time. Everyone claimed it was amazing. It was good, but I don't think I'd go back all the time. Has anybody tried Gus's fried chicken yet? There's one down the street from my house. And I know they're famous for fried chicken, but I've not tried them yet. I grew up eating fried chicken from KFC. My dad used to always get a bucket of fried chicken. Or we'd take that down to where my dad lives now in a ranch. Before he had a house down there, we'd go have a picnic on the ranch. Pick up a big old bucket of KFC and eat cold KFC. I mean, who doesn't love French fries, Kimberly? Right now, I'm expecting mostly dry conditions for Saturday, and temperatures should be in the 80s. Blake, why? What's going on, bud? Anything fun going on that you want to talk to us about? What's going on Saturday? Let's see. There's Friday. So Saturday may start off well, let's hold on. Back it up. I had my days mixed up. Hold on a second, bud. I had my days mixed up. I'm just looking at a little bit of a couple things. Saturday, yeah, it's tough to tell right now because when you look at the models, Saturday looks great and Sunday on one model and one model doesn't look great. I will show you what I'm talking about. So let's go here. I'll just bring it up for you. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Can you see that on the screen? You can see that on the screen. All right, cool. So let me show you what I'm talking about because he was asking about Saturday. So I'm going to look at a long-range model. You got to look at the long range. It's only Monday. Click on the southeastern U.S. So here's your forecast. So let me just take you to, there's our Tuesday storm system right there. Okay. There's Tuesday, bringing us some showers, maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder. Well, high pressure builds on in. We're going to dry out as we get into our Wednesday, Thursday. Here comes our Friday storm system, okay? So there's that's Friday afternoon right there. So maybe Friday night, this pushes on in. There is Saturday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, okay? So this is just one model. This is the European model. And so then look, here's Saturday. Rain, rain, rain. And then Sunday. So maybe rain on Saturday versus Sunday. But this is why you got to look at trends and model forecasts. Here's the GFS, okay? So GFS. Here's our Tuesday storm system right there. There's Tuesday, scattered showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. We dry out Wednesday, Thursday. Here comes our Friday. There's Friday, 8 o'clock in the evening. So again, depicting maybe a little bit of a later Friday event, although typically they speed up. So I would imagine right now it may be progressing. Well, right now it's like forecasted to be right around 8 o'clock Friday night. So maybe most of Friday is dry, but then we start to see rain Friday night. But then this one has it coming out. There's 8 o'clock in the morning Saturday. But then look at it, it moves off to our east through the day on Saturday. And then Sunday, maybe some increasing chances for some scattered showers. So probably a little bit more unsettled. Here's another way to look at it, because this will give you different ideas of what it does, why these are going to be moving on through. So this is vorticity. See this? This is vorticity. This is 500 millibars. This is about 15 to 18,000 feet in elevation. So our Tuesdays, you can see this little, what you got to look at are these little systems right here. Can you see that right there? There's little yellows and reds and little bowling balls, if you will. Those are little pieces of energy, low pressure systems. So that's our Tuesday storm system. You get these little kinks in the heights, and that's going to draw a cold front through. So that's going to bring us the lift in the atmosphere. So that gives us the showers on Tuesday. Then you head through the rest of the week. You see a nice little ridge of high pressure building on into the area. So a nice ridge. That's going to help to warm our temperatures up. But here comes our next trough, our next cold front, next storm system. So that's going to throw some energy. So you can see how these little yellows and reds start to come our way. So those little pieces of energy right there. There's Friday afternoon, Friday evening. That little energy comes through Saturday morning. There's more showers possible as that comes through, and then that moves on out. But then here comes some more yellows and reds and little pieces of energy as we get into our Sunday. And then a little trough is going to dig down into our Monday, Tuesday time frame. But do we cool off? And again, that's just one model. So we got to look at several long-range models to see how this all evolves over time. But when you look at temperatures at 850 millibars, so we're talking about 5,000 feet in elevation, this gives us a good idea of where the colder air is and where the warmer air is. So obviously warm air is, the reds and whatnot. Colder air is going to be blue. So we don't really we'll see a little bit of a cool down. See a little bit of a cool down. This is for Tuesday. And that's why temperatures will take a little bit of a dip on Tuesday. Plus, we have the rain and the clouds that are going to be in place. Then those temperatures are going to warm up. Watch how as this system right here starts to head our way, you'll start to see a nice little push of warmer air out ahead of it. But as we look ahead, do we cool down? Some of the models were forecasting maybe a bit of a cool down as we get later in the month, but this doesn't really look like it's going to be. Maybe as we get into, there's May 7th, but again, it's a little bit further to our north. Does it cool us down maybe a little bit during the day on Tuesday, May 7th? Maybe. We might see a little bit of a cooling trend. And then it just doesn't look like it's going to hang on for too long, and warmer air comes moving its way back in. But long range, now this is long range. This takes us all the way through May 13th. And here comes a pocket of cooler air. So you can see that pocket of cooler air. Does that actually take shape by May 13th to May 15th? Maybe. But we'll have to watch the trends now and see how that all is trending over time. And so that's how that's kind of what I look at to forecast the weather. So Saturday right now, I'd say 50-50, bud. Hate to do that. That's such a cop-out for a meteorologist to say, it's a 50-50 chance. But I will say one model has rain and one model does not right now. And it's only Monday, so I'm going to go 50-50. Now, typically, I like to start and tailor my percentages on day 5, 6, 7. Start really low, 20%, 30%, and then slowly bring them up as we get closer to the event, because I'd rather you not cancel any plans and say, okay, 20% chance, let's watch it. And then, next day, they're up to a 30, 40% chance. Confidence is increasing that we're going to see rain maybe, versus going, okay, rain on Saturday, let's go 80%. And then all of a sudden be like, actually, it's not going to rain on Saturday. So now you start bringing it down. And then people go, I canceled all my events because it was going to rain on Saturday. See? I'd rather just kind of walk you along and hold your hand, and we'll guide you every single bit of the way. It's 7:49 right now, by the way. Let's take a look at those TDOT cameras and see how traffic is shaping up now, because as we talked about, traffic and volume usually gets really busy about this time of morning, and lo and behold, it has. Big old slowdowns, Western Avenue, 75, 640 interchange. So that's always a big slowdown there. We'll take you to 75 and Middlebrook, and we have that slowdown there as well. So that's going to slow folks down, getting on Interstate 40. And, of course, through downtown, we're going to have those slowdowns over near Cherry Street, getting into the downtown area. But downtown doesn't look too, your typical slowdown right there through Hall of Fame and Interstate 40. But the good news is it doesn't appear that we have any accidents out there. And even if you're going to the 75 and 81 split, traffic is running smoothly there this morning as well. All right, we're going to wrap things up here in just a moment, but remember that this morning's broadcast was brought to you by 865 Candle Company, located in South Knoxville on Chapman Highway. Tori and AJ are the owners. They've owned it since they opened the doors September 2nd, 2023, not too long ago. They have various vendors of like Wild Tree Lane and Tree Lovers and so many more, so tons of vendors inside their shop. It really is a cute shop. They offer candle classes and kids art classes and painting classes, stain classes, and so many other types of classes. You can follow them on Instagram or Facebook to reach out to them. They do wholesale as well. So 865 Candle. Mention my name. Mention Witcher15 for a $15 discount on any sort of purchase there from them. From Wild Tree Lane and 865 Candle only. And Wild Tree Lane does a bunch of stuff like this. And she paints a bunch of stuff. And she has a bunch of cool stuff. So go check out their shop in South Knoxville. Visit them on Instagram or Facebook. Just search 865 Candle. AJ and Michelle and Tori are amazing people, and they have a really, really, really cool shop. So they were the sponsors this morning. So thank you very much, ladies. We sure hope you all have a great day. There we go. There you go, Ian. I'll help. We were talking about that, being able to walk you through certain times when we need to go through the weather models and what we see. I don't like to put those out on social media a whole lot because nobody knows what they're seeing, and some people put them out there for clickbait, especially when it comes to winter time, right? People throw out these giant snowfall totals like, when's the last time we had 100 inches of snow in East Tennessee? Well, we haven't, and so for somebody to throw that out on the internet is irresponsible, and so I will never do that unless I'm really confident in some sort of forecast or whatever. But yeah, I like to walk you through it. We've talked about SKUT log Ps on the program before. I've shown you a little bit of different model forecasting, so I can show you that also with my weather computer. But it's a lot easier to just pull up a browser and kind of give you an idea of how the weather's gonna be playing out. So, Ian, I will do that definitely more through the coming days, months, years, as we continue to progress through East Tennessee weather. And by the way, Ian, he's joining us on YouTube this morning, so thanks, by the way. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, and welcome to the program. Wake Up with Witcher, Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock in the morning. Some days we talk 10 minutes, and some days we talk almost an hour. But I will be sending you back to the 24-hour weather channel, so you can get an idea of that. If you've not seen the 24-hour weather channel, I will just start it from the top, where you'll get the latest forecast from me. But it is broken up into different sections, different neighborhoods. The mountains, Upper East Tennessee, the Cumberland Plateau, the Northern Valley, the Southern Valley, Knox County. So everybody has a way of getting all the weather information for your community. And of course, the East Tennessee Weather app. If you don't have it, just go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. So thanks for joining this morning. I do appreciate it. I do hope you have a great day today. Remember, sunny and beautiful today. Rain increases overnight tonight. Could be a rather soggy start to our Tuesday morning. No severe weather threat expected. And then scattered showers off and on. Maybe picking up anywhere from 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain through the day tomorrow. We'll dry out Wednesday, Thursday. And then more wet weather returns as we get into the weekend, which of course, we'll dive into those details right now as we take you back to the 24-hour weather channel. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Life is short. See you soon.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Have a great Monday, everybody. I'm meteorologist Mike Witcher. Thanks for checking in on your forecast for the day today. Hopefully you enjoyed the weekend. It was gorgeous, and that trend continues throughout the day today. But overnight tonight and through the day tomorrow, Well, we do have some scattered showers, maybe a few thunderstorms on the way. Warm by the end of the week and into the weekend, but Friday does bring us another chance for some scattered showers. Now, today's going to be breezy like it was yesterday, so expect the wind to pick up anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour. Not a big deal. You'll just notice the wind picking up. Temperatures, though, make it into the mid-70s by lunchtime. Our goal today, back into the low 80s. So a great afternoon and evening ahead of us. Speaking of the evening, again, maybe a couple of showers, maybe a few thunderstorms. So we'll have to watch for that. Don't forget, you can track those with the interactive radar with the East Tennessee Weather app. So 69 degrees by 8, by 10, we're down to 66. Here comes the rain's going to be moving its way in overnight tonight, so do anticipate a rather wet start to our Tuesday. For some of us, and I don't think this is going to be an all-day or a total washout, but we all have the threat for some pretty good showers and maybe a few thunderstorms. By noon on Tuesday, it's still going to be a little bit unsettled around the area, and I think that's going to be the story off and on Tuesday afternoon. Rainfall totals could be anywhere from 1/4 of an inch up to 3/4 or more in some locations, so definitely could produce some decent rain for some of us, but I don't think for all of us. As we look ahead, we will continue to see those temperatures climb only into the low to mid 70s on Tuesday. So high temperatures will be a little bit cooler thanks to the cloud coverage and the rain that we'll have on Tuesday. But we're back into the 80s, maybe pushing close to 90 on Thursday. Yes, quite a bit of sunshine and warm weather is on the way. So rain on Tuesday, we'll do it again Friday, maybe some lingering showers over the weekend. Not too confident that we'll have a ton of rain over the weekend. Here's how it all plays out precipitation-wise from the Weather Prediction Center. So high pressure across the southeastern U.S. Frontal boundary moving its way in. That's going to spark off the showers from today through tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to still hang on to some pretty good rain chances across the southeast. But we do dry out Wednesday into Thursday before our next weather maker heads our way Friday into Saturday. And you can see how this all plays out. Now, it doesn't look like we're going to see a ton of rain as we round out the week and get into the upcoming weekend. Rainfall amounts each and every day should be on the lighter side if we were to hang on to those rain chances. So grand totals, I think anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain probably over the next 7 days. That should be about the extent of it. Cool day is going to come through on Tuesday, more seasonable, I should say, not necessarily a cool, but cooler day. And then we warm right back up into the 80s as we head through the weekend into the upcoming weekend. Low temperatures are going to be great as well. And this trend may continue for the first week of May 5th through May 9th. We are trending with the possibility of above average temperatures, but also maybe above average rainfall as well. And then we continue that maybe all the way through the 13th. So the first 2 weeks of May could be trending warm and maybe just a little bit more wet. So we'll definitely keep you posted on that. And you can stay on top of the weather situation by checking in with the East Tennessee Weather app. Just go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, and search EastTN Weather. All one word. Oh, by the way, I'm on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, and also YouTube. Have a great day.